Cut the purse strings. Yes, I said it. There was a Whopenis on 1-800 Firstar Banking for Firstar Bank in Wisconsin. It used to be First Wisconsin Bank. And then I got paperwork from Firstar Bank that they continued my banking with them. And after the closure of Firstar Bank, First Wisconsin Bank, want to start that over? I did something wrong as God, and I got the banking clotured. And when it was over, what did you do? I'm going to jail for threatening myself. Well, the soul of the superior founder is the one who's threatening me just now. And when it's done, it's hopeless to tell you that I made threats on the money so I would get hurt. But I didn't get hurt in the karma, I got hurt in the chokhmah. That means I don't have karma to be here in the money. Cut the purse strings. When I was on the phone with 1-800 Firstar Bank, I told them I wanted to turn off the direct deposit in my name, and I wanted to closure the savings account. I wanted the money given out to me in a check, and I gave them my address, and they put it in my name and sent it to my address, but not before he said, "Why don't you have the money already if you wanted the money?" And I said, it's locked to myself and I need the money out. And I thought that my mom, who is the joint on the account, would give me the money because it's joint with her. And she did not. She didn't offer it to me and give it to me. And the banker said, "Oh, well, we have to cut the purse strings then." To who? Because we both have a purse. So that's the male Whopenis who said he's cutting the purse strings to my mom and to myself to cut me this check and turning off the direct deposit. So what happens to Becky? Because I don't have any insurance that the bank is going to give me money. They're supposed to offer me money after I'm done with the savings account, whatever I need out of it. And I don't have a house. I'm not in my house. I was renting a house where I got the check, and I packed and moved after I got the check because I couldn't afford the house. It was too expensive. I have to pay rent on the house. I can't just live there. And the 1-800 cut the purse strings problem turned out to be very angry because I don't have any karma to pay for Charles Toe with the money that I was getting from the bank because it's not enough for two people. Did they want me to tell him to get out? How? Because he didn't leave. Look how he didn't leave until now. How do you want me to tell who to get out? Does the bank need to give me as much money as I need every month, no matter who's there? Well, that's how I would have enough money for Charles Toe to live wherever he wants. And if all he wanted was to make me homeless, that's very interesting that he wants to make me homeless. Who's Charles Toe to make me homeless? What's your name? TOH? Because my last name is MOSER. Who are you going to make homeless? That's why there's more than one person in my last name, because they made me homeless. Well, they're Moser that way, and they're not allowed to make me homeless anymore. And you're not allowed to be a Moser because you want to make me homeless. That's you needing to do something wrong with God, that you're going to be a Moser. Well, I'm not going to help you with that. I don't know why God made such an exception for Charles Toe. You should see what God let Charles Toe do to me. Yeah, well, it's a God I don't believe in. You want me to stop him? I'm not going to stop him. I'm not going to ask you not to hurt me. Well, you're unbelievable permissioner to yourself, what you can do to my life. Look at what you can do to my life for 23 years. There's no reason for me to say the word no to anyone about anything ever. No, I don't believe in you. I don't really need you. It's not due to be alive here. So 1-800 cut the purse strings. Can I call you if I need anything? Because I'm about to need to tell you that the person who caused me to make the dial 1-800 Firstar Bank and get 1-800 cut the purse strings answering the phone. Charles Toe is no longer here in the apartment, and I don't know where he is. He's missing, and he's possibly not alive. Well, I need the money now. Now I need it for myself. Well, now I'm the caller. Yep, I'm going to put this on the internet and see if Firstar Banking picks it up. Are they going to read it, or do they watch YouTube? Well, how do you want me to find you alone in the wrong? I find you alone in the wrong this way if you're not the one attacking myself. If you attack myself and I find you alone in the wrong, you actually do want me to pay for that. Well, I'm right now paying for it. Charles Toe attacked myself. I found him alone in the wrong, and I'm paying for it this way. 1-800 cut the purse strings. I need money to pay my rent for June 1st. How are you going to get it to me? You're already too late to send me a check in the mail. That's not adequate at this point. So who knows that there's no money in the savings account? Whoever knew there was money in there? But whoever knew that there was money for me? Well, because you take the money as extortion and rent, and I just paid it out because I had to, because it was in view, because it was showing. But I otherwise don't have to pay out any money to rent, right? No, I have to pay money to rent. My parents are still alive and I have to pay money to rent. Well, I heard that something is like, that Hahnss is not alive. I heard that Donna is alive. And I don't really know that Hahnss is not alive. I don't know that. Dad could be alive somewhere, but let's say he's not alive. Do I get money, inheritance, so I can pay the rent? No. Well, then I don't get money because he's not alive. That's funny. I don't get money because he's not alive. There's no money to pay the rent for June 1st. Where do you want me to get the rent money? Well, I'm the one that you want to charge me the money because you don't have a problem. And I was just wondering if anyone in heaven's going to have a problem because I'm not interested in paying the charges. No, I don't want to pay the charges. 1-800 cut the purse strings isn't going to pay the charges June 1st. What about John Dorweiler from El Cortez Hotel and Casino? Is he going to pay the rent for June 1st? Well, he's just, if he wants to, he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to.